Today is a day for truth. The world needs to know what happened and to know what he stands for. That kind of power is very dangerous. Let the record show that this committee holds him responsible.
That's how it starts. The fever. The rage that turns good men cruel.
This Bat vigilante is like a one-man reign of terror.
You don't get to decide what the right thing is. Nobody cares about Clark Kent taking on the Batman.
This means something. It's all some people have. It's all that gives them hope.
People hate what they don't understand. Be their hero, Clark. Be their angel. Be their monument. Be anything they need you to be. Or be none of it. You don't owe this world a thing. You never did.
Do you know the oldest lie in America, Senator? The devils don't come from hell beneath us. They come from the sky.
20 years in Gotham. How many good guys are left? How many stayed that way? He has the power to wipe out the entire human race. And we have to destroy him.
Is not our enemy.
Black and blue. God versus man. Day versus night. The red capes are coming. The red capes are coming.
Now that's the trailer I wanted to see coming out of Comic-Con. Now, Comic-Con this year was really Warner Brothers to lose. Like, they really needed to show that they were the powerhouse this year. With Marvel being gone, it was really DC's time to shine, and boy did they ever with this trailer. Yeah, we got some Star Wars footage, which if you want to see that, you can click right here and then watch my review of that. But it was nice to see that, but Star Wars didn't really need to win over additional people. They know they're going to see Star Wars either way. They had an awesome trailer come out a little bit before that. So this, you really needed to have a good trailer for Batman v Superman here. Because I was not overly impressed with the first trailer that we got. It was just kind of meh. It got me a little interested. This one, I am sold. I'm in. Like, 2016, get here already. This looks fantastic. And before I get started in this review, I know she was only in it for a couple seconds, but let's just get it out of the way now. Gal Gadot, I am sorry if for some happenstance you were watching this, you actually very much look like Wonder Woman in action in this trailer. I still have my questions as to her acting ability, but wow. that I didn't see Gal Gadot in that. I saw Wonder Woman, which is fantastic. I think the big star of this trailer, however, though, is still Ben Affleck as Batman, seeing him both in that armored suit and the regular bat suit, which I'm really coming around to that bat suit. That looks fantastic. It looks like it got ripped right out of the comics. It looks spectacular. What I'm also noticing is something very subtle, but something very, very profound if it was done on purpose. One of my main gripes about Man of Steel is that it was really weirdly tinted, like some really crappy Instagram filter was put over the whole movie and just made it overly bleak and dark when it really didn't need to be, kind of like Man of Steel's whole story. But this trailer, it kind of seemed more normal lighting, better lit, and just more bright. And I don't know if that was done on purpose. Knowing Zack Snyder, that was probably on purpose. As if to say, Man of Steel wasn't called Superman for a reason. Like, Superman was still very much in training. This is the one where he comes into his own to be a hopeful figure, that bright light. Hence why it's brighter, because Superman himself is coming more into his own as a hopeful figure, which would make more sense as to why the first one was bleak and just all around downtrodden to look at. This trailer also explains why Zack Snyder chose to have so much death and destruction at the end of Man of Steel. I loved Man of Steel up until the last half an hour when it just becomes nothing but fighting and all of Metropolis is just leveled. This actually explains that very well, with Bruce Wayne just being in the middle of the destruction, as seeing Superman as a threat. It makes it completely believable as to why Batman wants to hunt him down, or versus him, hence the title in this, to actually want to fight in the first place instead of working this out, because he was there firsthand, saw the destruction. He just doesn't know the other side of the story, that Superman is just here to help. And that's actually one of my favorite scenes in the trailer, is watching not Batman, but Bruce Wayne run against the crowd and just seeing the death and destruction, but running into it headlong just because he knows that's the right thing. And watching that look in his eyes, he's holding that small child, just knows, Superman, you're really in for it. And it looks like Superman actually will have to pay for his actions, even though it was not directly his fault. Yeah, he contributed to most of the damage, but General Zod was really the one responsible for it, which, if you look carefully, General Zod is in this trailer. They pull him out of a body bag, which leads more credence to the rumors circulating, which I'm not going to go into, but General Zod may feature prominently into the plot with his DNA going forward into something else, but that's a video for another day. This dropped a lot of Easter eggs and kept a lot of the great action whilst getting you excited for the main story. Like, it didn't give too much away, but gave you understanding of why Batman will be fighting Superman. Granted, at the end of it, they'll probably shake hands and start the Justice League, hence why it's called Dawn of Justice, and it's like a precursor to that. But you understand why they're fighting, and both men are pretty justified in what they're doing. Superman, he was still inexperienced when this happened, but Batman sees him as this gigantic threat, and that completely makes sense. Ben Affleck's Batman also looks much darker and just angrier than any Batman we've seen before, and I really like that. Like, he looks like he's going someplace we've never seen. Like, straight up branding a bad guy. That's dark, but it'll be counterbalanced to Superman's hopeful character, hopefully, theoretically speaking, very, very well. And that's what it should be. Batman should be the very dark character, but Superman should be the very, very light character that all mankind looks up to be. Now, I'm still very much on the fence about Lex Luthor, portrayed by Jesse Eisenberg. He was... I'll just say we didn't see enough of him for me to have a complete verdict, but at the time being, I like Jesse Eisenberg as an actor, but he was not my first pick, and I'm still kind of on the fence about his performance, but we'll see when the final movie comes out. Other than that, this trailer has a lot of action. It clearly sets things up very well for this story while not giving too much away, while also having a ton of Easter eggs. Like, if you notice carefully, there's what used to be a Robin outfit with some writing on it, presumably from the Joker, which in this universe it seems like Batman has had a Robin die while in his care, which would lead to possibly a story for the first Batman standalone movie with maybe Red Hood. That's a theory going around right now, which I might do a video on the Red Hood story at one point or another. But a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of great moments in this trailer. What did you guys think? Did you like the trailer? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you like what you see and you want to see more, subscribe to the channel, or find me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram at 17 Movie Reviews. Stay sharp, movie guys and gals.